So I was gonna dress up earlier, but I fell asleep. Halloween is over. It's a new month. Yeah, my plan was to do one final honor month stream, but and I'm really should be going to sleep, but I fell asleep. But what time was it? About 8, maybe 8:30. Woke up at 10, and I had to take care of some things. And I was like, okay, I gotta play some Dragon Age if I go back to sleep. So just probably gonna play this for an hour or something. And I have to wake up early tomorrow morning anyway. This is reminiscent of Inquisition. Introduction to the Lighthouse. Once the lighthouse was a place of learning with tools to study the secret workings of great magic. When Solus rebelled against those who called themselves our gods, the lighthouse became his center of operations, with tools to study the best ways to free ourselves from the tyranny of the Evanurs. You're safe here, both those of flesh and those of fade. Any who wish to help are welcome. The magic of the lighthouse will provide your needs, see you to your comfort, and even help you understand different tongues for those who escaped here from distant parts of the Empire. Should you have any other needs, ask for the slow arrow, and I will help. Philason. The fuck is Philason? A letter dated 6 months ago. I've got a letter. Warden Thorn. If our calculations are correct, and none of us have gone astray, this letter should be at the inn where you and Varric are to meet Scout Harding. As with Varric, we've worked with her before. She's a good scout and a good shot. We think you'll like her. Please tell her we say hello. Anyway, to the point. It's probably best you've gone to work with Varric a while. Our superiors and the wardens can't deny that the village is safe and the Darkspawn stopped, but they're still not especially pleased with you, or your methods, or the people who helped with your plan. Evka and I have been given a somewhat remote assignment that no one else wanted, but we are no strangers to that. We've enclosed a list of addresses where you are most likely to reach us for the next few months, should you need. Finally, do not feel you're in exile. We know something of what Varric is after. When the world needs protection from malevolent forces, that's what Grey Wardens do. You're in the right place. Be vigilant and safe. Your friends Antoine and Evka. On to Winter Templars. When one mentioned the Templar Order, you no doubt picture the armored members of the Southern Chantry. These Templars are trained to combat uncontrolled magic, blood magic, and abominations with the goal of protecting people, including mages themselves, from the most violent manifestations of magical power. However, they also embody the Southern Chantry's control over mages and enforce many of its strict rules and regulations over magic in general. In addition to combat training, these Templars ingest lyrium. This mineral, usually used by mages for enchantments and rituals, grants Templars the ability to resist and dispel magic. The fact that it is also addictive, chaining them to the Chantry and resulting in paranoia, obsession, and ultimately dementia, is often swept under the rug. Yes, we've heard all about that dirty little secret. As you may have surmised by my use of Southern Chantry, this is not the case in the Tevinter Imperium. In Tevinter, we know that magic can only serve if it is allowed to flourish. We do not suppress talent, we nurture it. That is not to say that we ignore the dangers of magic. and what it might allow those with violent intent, if not combated. As in the South, our Templars are trained to prevent the excesses of blood magic and to subdue demons as well as those inflicted by possession. But our Templars do not take lyrium. They do not enforce unnecessary regulations. They are not given power over mages, but follow the lead of our most esteemed magisterium. They serve the chantry and the people of the Imperium. I must admit, I rather prefer our way of doing things. From a letter written by Leticia Pallas, living in a border town in the Tevinter Imperium, to a cousin in Orlais. I forgot about Orlais, 915 Dragon. I think I left a stream up in the background because I can hear deer. I was watching a stream before I started this stream. Let me turn it off real quick. That's pretty funny.
Ashra. Is this a real person? In the dark.
Yeah, I was watching deer playing Mortal Kombat and it was just running in the background. Look at this. There's a lot. But look at the artwork on these different cards. I think in Inquisition they only have like one background for all of the different entries. So they put a lot of efforts into this. Look at that. It's like different pictures. Yeah, look at that. Every single entry is like a different picture. So that's nice. Let's read one. Andefels. The Andefels are a land of shocking extremes. It is the most desolate place in all of the world. For two blights have left great expanses of the steppes, so completely devoid of life that corpses cannot even decay here. No insect or grub will ever reach them. It is a land filled with wonders like the Murdain, with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face, her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame, or Westhop Fortress, with its walls of living rock towering over the desolate plains below. The Anders, too, are a people of extremes, the most devout priests, and the most deadly soldiers, the poorest nation in the world and the most feared. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, from Brother Genitivi, I remember. Travels a Chantry Scholar, yeah. One more. Oh, this is Andraste, of course. I wonder if this is the same entry as before. But like I said, I like it's given like its own artwork here. Bride of the Maker. There was once a tiny fishing village on the waking sea that was set upon by Tevinter Imperium, which enslaved the villagers to be sold in the markets of Miranthus, leaving behind only the old and the infirm. One of the captives was a child Andraste. I think this might be the same entry, because exact same one, I think, about Andraste. She was raised in slavery in foreign land. She escaped and made the long and treacherous journey back to her homeland alone. She rose from nothing to be the wife of an Alamari warlord. Each day she sang to the gods, asking them to help her people who remained slaves into winter. The false gods of the mountains and the winds did not answer her, but the true God did. I think what happened at the end, she got killed by her own husband or something, right? Each day she sang to the gods. The Maker spoke. He showed her all the works of his hands, the fade, the world, all the creatures therein. He showed her how men had forgotten him, lavishing devotion upon mute idols and demons, and how he had left them to their fate. But her voice had reached him, and so captivated him that he offered her a place at his side, that she might rule all of creation. But Andraste would not forsake her people. She begged the Maker to return, to save his children from the cruelty of the Imperium. Reluctantly, the Maker agreed to give man another chance. Andraste went back to her husband, Mepharath, and told him all that the Maker had revealed to her. Together, they rallied the Alamari and marched forth against the mage lords of the Imperium, and the Maker was with them. The Maker's sword was creation itself, fire and flood, famine and earthquake. everywhere they went, Andraste sang to the people of the Maker, and they heard her. The ranks of Andraste's followers grew until they were a vast tide washing over the Imperium. And when Meferath saw that the people loved Andraste and not him, a worm grew within his heart, gnawing upon it. Yeah, this is the exact same entry. At last the armies of Andraste and Meferath stood before the very graves of Meranthus, but Andraste was not with them, for Meferath had schemed in secret to hand Andraste over to the Tevinter. For this the Archon would give Meferath all the lands to the south of the Waking Sea. And so, before all the armies of Elamari and Tevinter, Andraste was tied to a stake and burned, while her earthly husband turned his enemies aside and did nothing, for his heart had been devoured. But as he watched the pyre, the Archon softened. He took pity on Andraste, and drew his sword, and granted her mercy of a quick death. The Maker wept for his beloved. So who killed, he himself killed her? The Archon? The Maker wept for his beloved, cursed Meferath. Curse Meferath. Curse humankind for their betrayal, and turn once again from creation, taking only Andraste with him. And Our Lady sits still at his side, where she still urges him to take pity on his children. From the Sermons of Justinius II. Okay. So a lot of these are probably like the same text that I've read before in the previous Dragon Age games, probably. No, we'll read through all of them, just not tonight or this morning. I turn off the quest indicator, but it's still there. It's like that setting doesn't really work. Because I just wanted to show when I want to see it. But apparently there's something wrong with the setting. Where is that? Oh, I think it's on the interface. Yeah, object tracker visibility changes the visibility of object tracker. Let's see if I put always. Like I said, maybe this is just like the beginning of the game where you're forced to to see the tracker. It's just very strange. It's funny when you change that, it doesn't even like ask you if you want it to be changed. See, I mean, it does that with like the graphics option. Do you want to save, but say the map visibility does anything. Yeah, it turned off the map. Yeah, this must be just like this beginning area or something, where it's forcing you to look at the objective. That's gotta be it. I thought I already set this to 60. Okay. I like the map. The map is not the problem. It's the stupid object tracker visibility. It's like it's always there on the screen. Three meetings face to face under the sky. Okay. Let's see what's down here before we go down there. Before we go through the door. Oh. Alluvian room. The Dread Wolf's Alluvian. Most of us have only traveled through the Alluvians at the whims of those who call themselves our gods. We know them as mirrors that always go from one to another, a bonded pair linked no matter the distance. Solus has outsmarted the so-called gods. If we used normal Alluvians, they could track us to our lair. Solus has improved upon June's work by creating a mirror whose singing stone can change its tune to take us to any Alluvian, and not just its bonded partner. Thus we can travel wherever this rebellion needs us, with no fear of pursuit. Travel is as safe as a normal Alluvian. If you have questions, ask for the slow arrow, and I will guide you. The lesson. What the fuck is a slow arrow? That's an interesting. What is it, a doll? Letters from your companions and others you've aided in your journey. I guess we're not going through that right now. Oh, is there something here on the side? No.
Whoa.
Look who's with us.
We're really in the Fade.
Land of raw magic, nightmares, and this, apparently. It's a lot to take in.
Harding thought we should talk about what comes next.
She's not wrong. But if you need a breather, can't hurt to look around first.
Greatest warriors balance their offensive prowess with a sturdy defense. Charge, attack, sprint, attack, jump, attack, dodge. Okay. Attack immediately after combat roll. We already have that stupid kick. Striking a shield toss with a shield attack volleys the shield back at enemies up to 3 times. Okay, I don't like the whole parry mechanic, so deflect your enemy's attack and perform a powerful counterattack. But I think you get like a little indicator though. Yeah, you get a little indicator before you that prompts you to parry. So it might be okay. Gain precision. See, that requires perfect parry. Applies overwhelm, but it doesn't explain to you what overwhelm is. Weaken. Faded note. Look at this place. We planned a rebellion here once. Said we'd change the future of the elves. Throw off tyrants, and we did. Now the path outside is fractured. It'll be hard rekindling all the illuvians. Solace, if you see this, I'll be looking for you. Out in this world and in the mortal one. Don't cause too much trouble before I get there. Use the capstan arm to rotate the statue in either direction. What? That? I do not understand. This statue? Oh. Enter the library passage. 3 pairings must meet face to face. Oh, I see. Oof. It doesn't even animate.
There must be 2 more.
It's like it doesn't show your character holding on to it. pure ore. Yeah, but which way should this be facing? That's the statue of Solus and the Maker. Do I need to turn this one? No, I think this is done, yeah. Okay. So it's another pairing. Oh, I see it. It's on the other side over there. What content mark with will eventually expire as you progress? Oh, okay. It's timed objective or whatever.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
I should be asking you that. I got you hurt.
This is a dangerous job. Everyone knew that signing on. There's so much to do. We have to keep going.
Are you sure you're alright? Maybe you should rest.
Yes, Rook. I'm fine. This is nothing. I'm just a little dizzy. I'll walk it off. Or something.
Harding, you can't just...
Oh yeah? Watch me. We need to get back to the ritual site, don't we? Let's stop worrying about me and go do that. Come get me when you're ready to go.
This eye makeup is not as cute as I thought. I thought there was, it's like there's something wrong with it. Hold on. So I'm not seeing the two different shades of colors. Oh, it's kind of there. Okay. I think the first time I did it, it was better, but dining hall. Imperial weave. Painted pot. anything down here? Oh, jeez. Oh God. Blacksmith's tool. Divine imperative. The helm of the Solar is destroyed. Elgarnon's favorite torture is over. Too many agents have been rescued with their minds burnt out by that memory of an enraged sun. I feel a lesson here. The helm was not created to torment, but the Everunis are not as we are. A god's ruminations carry their own will and imperatives. Memory bleeds into their icons and transmutes them, as fire begets fire. For our Wolf Lord, who puts so much of himself into his creations, what imperatives do they carry? The heart of a rebellion must remain hidden. Yet the light of divinity is uncontainable. We must be swift. A thought lingers. Even as he saves us, what does he impart upon us? Reflections by Shuran, one who renounced Derthal. Okay. Oh, here's another one. Oh, I see it.
Wisps. Figures they're in the Fade, but I swear they're following me. You alright? Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job. You know the same about me. It's a start.
You're right. We're in this together either way.
Ha! We're in for a treat.
You take a lot of notes.
What about? Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's...
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
We'll figure this out. I'm sure of it.
Really? Do you know something I don't?
No, we just... Well, we have to, right?
Yeah, that's the job.
So how do I get to it's over there. But this one over there too. Oh, I see, I see.
That's the second. One more to go. Okay, that did something.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks, we all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the lighthouse.
He did? When?
In my head. Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Sounded like it. When the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm not in danger. He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic? Like any normal mage would to play with your mind?
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
We all know he's not a god, but it's faster than saying ancient elven mage every time we talk about him.
Alright, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything, but we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had two of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganon and Gillinane, two of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. Solus warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich coming from the guy who just tried to tear down the veil.
You don't believe him?
No, that's the problem. I do believe him. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elganon and Gillinane drew on the blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that, without Varric. And you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate. Figure out what we're dealing with before we rush in and make things worse.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
If Elganon and Gillinane are worse than Solus, we don't have time to waste. We need to act now.
We don't know what they can do or what they want. We don't even know if Solus is telling the truth.
I'm not saying we go in blind, but this time, if we see a shot, we take it.
Alright. The last place we saw them was the ritual site.
The Illuvian took us here from the ritual site, instead of back to Minrathous.
Then let's hope it takes us back.
Harding, are you okay to go?
I'm not gonna sit back while elven gods destroy the world because I have a headache.
Alright then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
keys of a duet. The sheet music left by this instrument appears to be for a duet. It has been annotated by an expert hand. The annotations are accompanied by clear emotional impressions, diligent practice with a ruthless eye to mistakes, the relief of private achievement, away from well-meant understanding and mindless worship, an unspoken joy in the center of rising, perfect echoes. Finally, a beloved memory surfaces, a smiling glance, meeting at a crescendo, a shared moment of understanding, seeing completely, and being wholly seen, the impression fades. Do that though. I'm gonna. How do we go back to the Varric? He's over here, right? Yep. He's asleep. Let me check them eyes real quick. Eye makeup. Yeah, I did it right. This is how I wanted it. Okay. Except maybe I wanted this to be pink. And then the other one blue. Oh no, that's too much. How come it looks like this? Yeah, I thought I was able to make and this is blue. But this is not how I had it done before. I don't know why it's like this. Oh well.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that alluvion.
If it even takes us back to Arlithin.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine.
Well then. Shall we?
Let's do this.
I really like Neve actually. She's a pretty cool character.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find it.
Cut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it! Strife? Irlin? It's me, Elise Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlithin?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's, Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
We did stop him. The sky's not pulling itself apart anymore, is it?
But
But it didn't go as cleanly as we hoped. Solus got pulled into the Fade and two somethings got pulled out. Or someones, I mean. Two of the evil elven gods, Elganon and Gillinane.
Mathalanast.
the elven gods of old, the Evan-Urus,
If they truly have returned.
then things just got a whole lot worse.
Anything you can tell us about these gods?
Solus might be a bastard, but compared to the Evan-Urus, let's just say they weren't known for being kind rulers.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evan-Urus, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. Then you two get your friend back to your camp and we'll find Belara.
Harding doesn't like pity though. So
Harding, I need you to stay with Strife and Eolin, alright?
What? No, I'm coming with you.
You're a great shot, Harding. You can help the Veil Jumpers here. They need you.
Fine. since they need me.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper Camp. It's just south of here.
Valara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Did she just call me, Luke? Whoa.
Is it me, or is there something strange about this fog?
I've never seen fog like this. Something's not right.
Science and importance. The story so far. When the team acts to stop the Dread Wolf, ancient evils are unleashed upon the world. For months, Varric Tethras had searched for Solus, a mage revealed to be the seventh god of lies and trickery, known as the Dread Wolf. Solus planned to tear down the veil so that raw magic could flood back into the mortal world, restoring it to its natural state, which would also unleash it by the demons and kill thousands of people. When a lead finally came, Varric gathered the team in Miranthus, hoping to stop his former friend before it was too late. And the team succeeded, but at a price. Trapped in the fade after they sabotaged his ritual, Solus delivered a dire warning from the dream world. The ancient elven gods Elgarnan and Gilanain had escaped the prison where he had held them. Although nothing the Dread Wolf said could be trusted, the team had no choice but to investigate. Balara, Dalish elf with the Veil Jumpers, has found the team in a veil bubble in Arlothan Forest. To escape the bubble, Balara will need the team's help to disable ancient elven artifacts. Why are they spoiling this quest? We haven't even met Valar. Valar. You can't read the quest description because before it, you're able to get the details in the quest. It's already showing you the details. Before you even meet the NPC. When Varric embarked on his search for the Dread Wolf, Lace Harden, former lead scout for the Inquisition, was sent along with him to provide support. Now, circumstances have changed, and with Varric out of commission, Harding has to figure out how to finish what she and Varric started. Neve Gallus, Miranthus' local and private investigator, signed on with Varric to track down Solus. The job didn't go as planned, and Neve hates an unfinished case. She won't give up until Solus and the gods are dealt with, and she'll keep an eye on home while she's at it. That face. I like this character. It's pretty cool. No, my character reminds me of Ingrid now. I should have made somebody totally different. Maybe made an elf or, you know, this is basically Ingrid 2.0. How the fuck do you turn off this fucking quest indicator? It's always there. This setting doesn't work. Yeah, the setting doesn't work. I think it's supposed to disappear, and then like when you click it, it pulses a little bit. So there's definitely something wrong with this setting. It doesn't work. Like even if you turn it off completely, it doesn't, you know. Oh. Yeah, they gotta do something about that. I guess we'll wait for the first patch. I mean, thankfully it's not annoying enough for you to want to stop playing. But it's annoying. It's not annoying enough. Truffle.
So that suit of armor is moving. About to have a problem.
Gotcha. Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
Bellora? Bellora Luther. Strife and Earland sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Bev Gallus.
Wait, I know that name. But protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods, Elganon and Gillinane, have escaped Fen'Harel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what exactly?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic.
thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
Strife and Eolin said you're their best veil jumper. Hope that means you've got an idea.
Maybe. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I sure hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Belara seems like an annoying character. How do you get to the quest? How do you check the quest details? Oh, journal right there. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream now. Let's see. Hey, there's no information about Belara. Alright, but we'll stop here. Yeah, game is good. Like, the pacing is, you know, the same as any other BioWare game, you know. But just with the action or battle areas, you know, it's just more action oriented. That's the difference. Graphics are really good. I don't know why those butterflies are like 30 FPS. But anyway, we'll play some more tomorrow.